Ain Shams University. Dr. Good morning. As usual, let's start by taking a look at the banner of an Ahram newspaper. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi said that Egypt is seeking to establish the rule of law and respect the separation of powers, as well as complete the steps of the roadmap, especially with the third phase to conduct the parliamentarian elections. This came during the President's meeting with a delegation of the British House of Commons headed by Richard Otway, Chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, and members from the Conservatives and Labour. The presidency spokesman Ala Yusuf said that the president said that Egypt's new constitution provides respect for human rights, stressing the importance not of the political rights only, but as well as the economic and social rights of citizens. Well, we have more details in the following report, and we'll be back.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi said that Egypt is seeking to establish the rule of law and respect the separation of powers, as well as complete the steps of the roadmap, especially with the third phase to conduct the parliamentary elections. This came during the President's meeting with a delegation of the British House of Commons headed by Richard Otway, Chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, and members of the Conservatives and Labour. The presidency spokesman Ala Yusuf said that the president said that Egypt's new constitution provides respect for human rights, stressing the importance not of the political rights only, but as well as the economic and social rights of citizens. He also assured that the state sought to the respect of women's and children's rights. The president praised the British Parliament's active role in developing the Egyptian-British relations, particularly at the parliamentary level, and strengthening the bonds of the British-Egyptian friendship. The spokesman said that the president reviewed during the meeting the developments achieved in Egypt during the past 2 years and challenges it faces in the current stage. President al-Sisi tackled taking the political development in Egypt, stressing that what happened on June 3rd expressed the will of the Egyptian people who revolted against attempts to change its identity and achieving the goals of a particular group at the expense of the national interest. He also pointed to the unity of intellectual reference gathering the organizations that are practicing bodies and murder in the name of religion at the moment.
Welcome back. So, Doctor, how do you see the importance of this?
Actually, this is very important because, what I can see from meeting Europeans and foreigners, generally speaking, that messages about the situation of Egypt are not clear. Actually, all messages are misinterpreted in international media, and we have several actions that had happened during the last period. All these accidents that, from my perspective, I believe it's natural for our case. Despite that, what happened regarding the Nile Club and this catastrophe that had happened, and despite that, we all know that there is some kind of misorganization and mismanagement of the situation. But still, there are messages that should be delivered to specifically Europe, because, we have a partnership with Europe. And lately, actually, we heard about a resolution of European Parliament regarding the situation of Egypt, which is neglecting the right situation. And I'm wondering about the role of ambassadors of Europe here. Despite that, I have been following their statement about the situation in Egypt, but it needs more efforts from them to know quite well what's happening here in Egypt, because, we are combating terrorism. And actually, I believe that there are different ways of addressing terrorism, and we need to diversify these ways, and we need to include, to refer to the socio-economic perspective rather than just using power. This is quite a clear message, and I believe all policymakers in Egypt say agree about that. On top of them, President al-Sisi, and he mentions that several times. But the issue is that when you come to application, you have to put the country in order. You have severe challenges, and these challenges are social and economic challenges. Poverty is increasing, and economic challenges, unemployment is affecting seriously most of the youth in Egypt. The issue is that we need some kind of compromise regarding what's happening and to what extent we can express ourselves specifically, abroad. And I believe this is not the responsibility of Minister of Foreign Affairs, but it's the responsibility of all Egyptians. We have now Facebook, and we have all this kind of social, media. We need to use it efficiently enough, and I believe that NGOs should play a significant role, and the media should play a significant role in that. So I believe that this statement by President al-Sisi is coming in a very important period. We are approaching parliamentary election, and you can expect some type of violence, but since we are applying law, what has been mentioned in the statement of President, that a superiority of law is quite important to be applicable, and at the same time we need more organization. I believe that in Egypt we need more organization, we need more work to be done from all institutions. What happened of the Zamalek Club, it's reflecting not only that something wrong had been done regarding the organization of the scene itself by allowing people to go to the scene and not preparing the scene quite enough for this large number, and provoking the clubs, are provoking each other. There is subjectivity in dealing with this matter. All of this needs more revising from all institutions. We need efficiency of addressing all these issues. I believe that
the most important point, just as mentioned by the President, apply law.
Yes, this is the most important thing.
Even when it comes to football, apply laws.
Of course. And not only, applying law is quite a simple statement, but the issue is that the processes of this implementation, how you are doing it, to how extent you are efficient in doing this, to how extent you are evaluating yourself and benefit from lessons. You need to benefit from these lessons that we are seeing every day.
Right, and moving on to another headline, U.S. State Department spokesperson Jen Psaki said that the U.S. would not oppose a nuclear deal for peaceful purposes between Russia and Egypt. This came hours after the announcement of a tentative Egyptian-Russian nuclear power plant project. He said that Washington does not have concerns about the deal and supports peaceful nuclear power programs as long as obligations under the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, to which Egypt is a signatory, and obligations to the International Atomic Energy Agency are fully met. How did you read this statement?
Yes, this is very important, and this is, one signal of the success visit of President Putin to Egypt, and I believe this visit was quite important for both countries, delivering very important messages. I believe that regarding nuclear power, Egypt is looking forward for more than 20 years. We are preparing. That's why all papers are quite prepared about the location, about just we need to update studies regarding feasibility studies about the project. But now when you have an agreement with referring to Russian expertise and Russian technology, I believe this is quite important for this period, because Egypt is about to start with very intensive injection of investment, hopefully, after the March conference. And actually, Egypt is full of potential regarding economic activities and profitability of projects. And we are looking forward to attract foreign direct investment from this conference. So hopefully,
actually, we are looking forward for those who are working on such projects to do their homeworks.
Hopefully, and you know, we need to work very hard. And you know, what should be done is we need accountability and monitoring and evaluation every day, and each person should do you know, to how extent he is working well or no. You know, I believe this is quite important from that's why leadership needs completely to be reorganized in Egypt in all institutions and
needs vision as well. Yes. Moving on to Al-Akhbar Daily and taking this headline. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi issued a decree approving on the grant offering assistance between the governments of Egypt and the United States on sustainable investment in the Tourism Convention in Egypt, with the reservation of the condition of ratification. The spokesman for President Siaya Youssef said that the grant agreement aimed at creating a competitive tourism sector in Egypt by increasing the skills and professionalism of those working in the field of travel and tourism. I like this very well as well.
As we are just
when it comes to tourism, always the problem it has to do, this is intangible product, you need to work on the services. This is the most important part.
Yes, this is quite important, but tourism all the time needs stabilization, first of all, and we are now.
But many terrorism events took place in several countries, yet it did not affect the tourism over there. This is the most important part. Definitely there is something wrong.
Yes, I believe
those working on this.
I know what is wrong because we have studied a lot about that.
In France, it took place in the United States, everywhere. Terrorism is everywhere, not only in Egypt. But what's wrong? What is going on?
And terrorism is not only the pyramids. It's about, you know, number one, marketing. We are not doing marketing quite well in tourism. Number two, monopolizing. Some of the companies are monopolizing marketing in tourism. Number three, the efficiency of services provided to tourism. You know, to how extent you are giving good